Okay, guys, so this video is specifically going to be walking you through kind of how the interactive notebook is going to work and how I'll be scoring it stuff so you know what exactly is going on. Right now, I'm on the home page in the student view, so this is what you guys would see. This is just stuff that I can use to like write with, so ignore that, but really just pay attention to the home page. Um, so if you look at the homepage for geometry, if you go down to the interactive notebook part right here, so right here, if you want to get on your Canvas page so you can see this, go for it. But this is basically what that notebook is going to consist of. So this is going to be your biggest tool when helping you during class or on assignments or on a quiz or whatever, because this notebook is going to hold all your notes from any of the videos that we did, any activities you might be doing, or anything like that. So it's going to be a great study source for you. These notebooks will be collected at the end of every chapter. So, right here, the end of every chapter, I'll be collecting these notebooks for a grade. Each chapter is worth 15 points. Okay, and I'm going to go through the rubric on what that consists of. As you know, we just did chapter 9. There was not one for chapter 9 right here. So, chapter 9 is not included in this. But if I go ahead and click here, you can see this rubric. Oops. So this rubric pulls up. I'm going to go ahead and download the PDF so we can see it. So you can download this yourself if you want to. And this basically tells you how I'm grading each thing. So in your notebook, you're going to have a table of contents. It's going to be your very first page, super simple, where you're basically going to be putting your chapter and the name of that chapter. So, like the chapter number and the name of the chapter, each section. So, there's, for example, for chapter 7, there's going to be a 7-1, a 7-2, a 7-3, and a 7-4, and the page numbers for those sections. Now, I'm going to show you an example for what I'll be looking for on the video for setting up the notebook, and for the first set of notes, I'll be linking those on Canvas so you can see what exactly I want. But if you include all three of those things, you're going to get a 3 on the table of contents. So that's, oops, it's not letting me write. So that's this right here. Okay. If you only have 2 of those things, you'll get a 2. If you only have 1 of those things, you'll get a 1. And if it's not present, you'll just get a 0. So you have to have that table of contents for each chapter. And that'll be at the very beginning. Then there's the actual notes. That's the big part of your grade. So all 3 of these is specifically over what should be in your notes. The first thing is, does your notes include every single section? So for chapter 7, again, you have sections 1, 2, 3, and 4. All those sections have to be present with page numbers to get the full amount of points there. So that's 3 points. If you have no page numbers, then you get 2 points. If you have at least half of those sections, you'll get 1 point. If you have less than half to none, you'll get 0. Okay, so that's just making sure you have every section. Then the specifics of the notes. So you need to have definitions. So anytime I give you a definition or equation or something that you may need for your notes, those need to be written. They need to be written and they need to be clearly written. If that happens, you get a 3. If you have them all, but it's not very clear and I can't find them easily, you'll get a 2. If you have at least half of them, the ones that you need, you'll get a 1. If you have less than half, then you'll get a 0. So when I show you my example, I'm going to be doing an example again for chapter 7-1 to kind of see what exactly I'm looking for. That'll tell you for that. And then last but not least, there's going to be examples or activities when applicable that you might have to have. So again, if you have all the examples that you should have from that chapter and they're clearly written, you'll get a 3. If they're not clearly written, but you have them, that'll be 2. If you have at least half of them, you'll get a 1. If you have less than half, you'll get a 0. So I'm not looking for anything fancy. I'm just looking that you have them and I can easily find them. So that's what I'm looking for both the definitions and the examples. Are they there? And did you easily make them to where I can see them so that you know that they are there? And then last but not least, the last 3 points comes from if you got it done on time. So do you have all your notes completed? So after your last video, have you completed all those notes? When I check them the day of your test and put that grade in, did you complete those on time? If you did, you'll get a 3. If you didn't, you just get a 0 there. So that's what the last category is. So that kind of explains what I'm looking for when I'm grading these interactive notebooks. This will make a little bit more sense when you actually start doing them. And again, I'm going to have a mock chapter 7, section 1. So that's the first video you'll be watching for what I'm looking for each section. So you can see exactly what your notes to look like for each section that you watch a video on. Okay. And again, you can go to my homepage. You can go here to find this rubric anytime you want to find it. This is where you'll look. If you have any questions, you can ask me the next time I see you. But again, I just wanted to give you an idea of how this interactive notebook is going to be graded and how it'll work. All right. See you guys later. Bye.